only be going through 2 zones today. I don't want to oversaturate it too much. Angel Island Zone. Pretty much at this point, it's a recreation of the exact stage from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Even the graphics haven't really changed that much. And see, this is where you'd usually fight the fire-breathing boss. And see, but now you have to choose between Mighty or Ray. See, got a choice. Right. So I think I'm gonna go Mighty. Now look at Ray. He's actually the heavy magician. Let's see, where Mighty has this new ability, you can just stop down. And also, spikes don't do anything to him. Okay. So I think they call these the Phantom Hard-Boiled Heavies. I think that's what they've been called before. So yeah, let's just get through. I just noticed, Mighty has more of a classic or more of a modern design than Sonic does. Because, if you can see, his shoes are, they have a little bit of gray under them. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Boom. Now we got Knuckles. Okay. Boom. Okay. So I accidentally got rid of Mighty. And as you can see, there's no lives in this game. Because um, uh, because every time that you would lose a life, you don't lose a life, you lose a character. So if I died as Knuckles, Mighty would come back. And there's only 5 characters that you can get. Let me see. Right. Woo! We got the duo. And boom goes the dynamite. Yeah, we'll go through the plant. And, now, what I will say is, there is some differences in this game, but it's nothing too drastic. The most drastic thing that I can think of that is different is, is a, Well, I'll show you when we get there. But for right now, the background has been changed. But sadly, though, not a lot else has been changed about this stage. I mean, there's different enemy placements. You know, it's been said that this game is for the ones that's already beaten the original Mania mode. It really isn't. If you really want to, you can just jump right into it. This is that back. Today, since I didn't get to, I'll do this part right here, and then later on I'll do a second. This is the second part because the first one was just looking at the screen. Okay, so how to use Ray's flying ability. So what you do is, see right here. It's kind of like a mix of Knuckles and Tails. And sometimes you can, okay, and you know the thing about this boss battle is that it'd be so much easier. Or it's so much easier with, I mean, it's technically the same exact boss fight from the end of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Except for, you know, he doesn't put his hands out and grab you with it. But, oh, goodness. Now, I only download this version, actually. But I do have, Sonic Mania for the Nintendo Switch. Which I've already nearly beaten. I'm in the Titanic Monarch zone. But I do have no Chaos Emeralds, though. So even after I beat the game, I'm going to be, I'm going to be, redoing it. And that's probably what I'll end up doing here, too. Because I kind of want to do a full Chaos Emerald playthrough. But I don't think it really does anything in, Encore mode. I think it's just kind of like if you're playing as Sonic and Tails. Or just Sonic. Or no, Tails or Knuckles. Like, you know, there is no final boss, even if you do get all the Chaos Emeralds. But I will show off, or I will try to show off, Super Ray and Super Mighty. Well, I'll probably actually do that in, regular Mania mode. So, I guess I don't really want to do, I will say I was a little bit disappointed when I heard that this was just like this game is mostly just like a level pack that's like it's supposed to be harder, but I mean actually that part right there is easier. The part right there is easier because I add in the spike. I mean I did fall, but still it's easier. Oh, that's actually way easier. Encore's actually easier. In my eyes, it is. I mean, sure, you don't do only get 5 lives. That's if you can get them. But otherwise, it's more of the same. Which means if I really wanted to play Sonic Mania again, most people would just play through the old modes again. Also, what I'm saying is it should have been a free update, because I mean, this is what it feels like. You know, and they actually end up spending more money making this, like they're making really no profit off of it. So I mean, why not just make a free update and it seems like, you know, wouldn't have to put too much time and money into it. All they was doing was losing money. Which means it's things like that, you know, that's probably one of these days going to end up getting Sega bankrupt. Here, let me show off Ray some more. So pretty much if you play the Super Mario World, the physics of Ray's Ray will be very familiar. It's pretty much the same as the cape, which is, you know, it's kind of weird because, you know, I mean, this is a Sonic game and they pretty much took inspiration from a Mario game because that's something that's kind of unusual to Sonic games. Not kind of unusual, very unusual. I don't think there's any characters that does that. I mean, it's kind of a mix of Tails and Knuckles, I guess. That's really it. So yeah, the Chemical Plant Zone, the only thing that I can really see that is different is just the color. I don't know how in the world to get to that though. After this game, I really don't know what I'm gonna do a playthrough of. Because I want to start doing more playthroughs, things of that sort. Because after this, I will have all the Sonic playthroughs I want to do. Because I do not trust myself to play the original games on a live stream. Except maybe Sonic Adventure, but it'd be kind of hard to... Oh, just got a little bit of lag right there. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Give him the word. Sandman, yeah. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Give him the words. There we go. So Sandman, make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Okay. Now this boss fight's actually, I'd say, the easiest boss fight in this game, because it's, I think I've said this before, this is actually based off of a game called Puyo Puyo, which you can't see anything. Hey, can you stop using the computer? I'm doing something, and it's taking all the Wi-Fi. Why? Well, can you turn it off just to make sure? Please. Oh, you can now? Okay. So sorry about that. I think you seem very, new around here. There we go. See? And bada boom, bada bing. We're done. Alright, so, if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Make him look cute.